Welcome back. This is Dreddeus with another episode in the San Diego Crusaders franchise. The franchise with a little bit of a different twist. As you know, we're only allowed to sign veterans age 30 or older, only allowed to sign free agents, not allowed to trade, and we're not allowed to draft. The only leeway that I'm giving myself here is that we're allowed to trade players out of the team, and we're only allowed to trade for, draft picks that we will have to give away anyways. So nothing to be gained from these trades. That is basically the idea of that rule. So far, can't really say that we have had a bad time while following those rules. The team that we've built is really very, very strong. As you can see, it is a tough team. We have a fantastic offense. We have a very good defense, and our overall at 94 it can certainly compete with a lot of contenders. The one thing that I would like to point out is that these overalls are always calculated as a median, which means it just basically takes all of the overalls from all of the players and then just it's a simple division right there. So of course, if you have a lot of players that are close to 90, you will have a higher rating. If you've got many players that are close to 80, you'll have an 80 rating, and so on and so forth. So that's how that works. And if you look at some of our secondary players, like Dak Prescott, who's a 93, James Conner, who's a 90, backup players in the 85s, and so on. So we do have a lot of players that are important. But I do want to point out that this high rating for our offense probably is pushed higher than it would be by a few players that are not starters. So for instance, we do have Dak Prescott, who for sure is impacting this in one way or the other. And the same also goes for defense. So the higher ratings, of course, are very good, but it doesn't mean that we're fantastic across the board. DeForest Buckner, Myles Garrett, Jalen Ramsey are certainly hiking up our defensive overall more than, for instance, Andy Van Ginkel can drag it down. So that is just the base idea that I just want to dump here for you to think about, because this is just something that will impact us, and just means that we have to still be on our toes. It's not the same as a team where all of the players are really close to 90. We do have some dip players. The offense certainly stronger, the defense certainly a little bit weaker, especially on the linebacking group here. Safeties are very good, cornerbacks are very, very good. But without Jalen Ramsey, who's a 98, we would have only 80 something rated players on the cornerback room. So all of that put into perspective just means that we still have to watch out what happens, still have to play carefully. And that is something that we did feel last time around when we played against the New York Giants. We lost 14-13, which is really, really very, very infuriating, because what that basically means is we sort of gave away a few things, gave away turnovers that were really silly. We were the better team. Look at the offensive yards that we had and so on and so forth. But we were really pushed back by the turnover that we just handed them. It was an interception. And on the other side, we missed field goal kicks and especially the extra point conversions. Here we had 2 extra point attempts. We only converted one with Matt Gay. And that in the end was the reason why we didn't draw the game towards the end of the fourth quarter. We could have probably gone into overtime, but and our defense even stopped them once more, but it would have been overtime if we would have converted that. I didn't even get to control that, so that was really pissing me off a little bit, but whatever. This week it's a new week, a new chance to win this game. We're looking at a 93 offense, 89 defense, 91 overall New Orleans Saints, who have gone 0-2 at the moment. Going to be playing in Caesars Superdome. And what I'm really amazed by is that all of these teams are so high. There are hardly any really bad teams at the moment. All of these teams are really very, very high. They do have certain players in there that are lower rated. But generally speaking, all of these teams are very, very tough, which I like. The mock draft number 1, I will completely ignore that one because we will not be drafting anyways. We do have players that are ready to negotiate. I'm just going to show you that. Just going to quickly remind you that I will not be handing out new deals because we can and will get DeMarcus Lawrence on a 1-year deal like we did here. He's an 86 rated player at 34. If I give him a longer term deal, it'll just mean that he will regress very hard. Tyler Boyd, Keenan Allen, all of these players, it's the same idea, the same thing that'll impact us here. Regional focus scouting, yeah, we're not going to do that because we are, of course, not going to scout, so I'm going to delegate that. Now we're going to be taking a look at the Saints roster. Let's find out who is on that team that we're going to be playing this week. We have played the Saints before, and we have played Jackson Dart, who is a very, very good quarterback, and we have had our tussles with him already. He's still pretty young at age 23 out of Ole Miss, but he already has quite a lot of experience for his age, 2 years already in the NFL, and those stats are really looking extremely nice. He has a lot of throw power. Deep accuracy is higher than the short one, so we have to watch out for that one. Pressure is something that he handles well. Awareness is pretty high. But there are a few stats that aren't that great, but for the most part, he's really, really good. He is a scrambler, but the carrying, trucking, stiff arm, and strength are low, which means that if we hit him, we might get away with a fumble. Next up, Austin Novosad, a rookie, 21 and 69, and Carl Elam, 25-68. Gonna ignore those because we will be dealing with Jackson Dart. Running back, Brian Robinson Jr. I think he's a former Washington Commander. Is that it? Let me just check this out. Yeah, Washington Commander, Baltimore Raven, and now New Orleans Saint. So there we go. We've got Sean Tucker at Syracuse, 25-88. We've got Quinton Joyner, 21 and 70, a rookie. Fullback is Matt Shepard, 25-78, looking very solid. Wide receivers, let's take a look here. We've got Jalen Reagor, 27-87. We've got Danny Gray, 27-85. Jalen Reagor, I think he was, where did he come from? Minnesota Viking, Philly Eagle, now Viking, now Saint, since 2024. Danny Gray, where'd you come from, man? Let's check this one out. San Francisco 49er, since the 2022 draft. I've got John Mechie the third. I think he was he a Texan? Yeah, Houston Texan, there we go. Out of the 2022 draft, I think. 2023 draft, sorry. I've got Nathaniel Dell, 25-80. Jalen Hill, 21-76, that's a rookie. And Nathaniel Joseph. Nathaniel Dell and Nathaniel Joseph. There we go. Jalen Hill, a rookie, 21-76. Normal dev trade. All right. This is it's a solid group, right? These two, I would say, are good. Nothing special. And Mechie, Dell, solid players. Hale and Joseph, definitely on the decent side, but nothing more than that. The tight end is Jonathan Colbert, 23-87. Trey McBride, 26-83, former Arizona Cardinal. And Donald Parham Jr., 29-76. Jonathan Colbert, 87. He does look good. He does look pretty solid. The start of trade, of course, is something that marks him probably for future honors. Trey McBride, and with normal dev trade, very good catching in there. There we go. What about the offensive line? We've got left tackle Trevor Penning, 27-92. Greg Chilbress. Trevor Penning out of the 2022 draft. Is that where he came from? It is basically the draft after the 2022 season, which is why I always go to the 2022, but he was drafted in 2023, so that's probably the whatever, guys, you know what I mean. This is getting a headache right now. Jason Hines, 26-85. Jackson Carman, I know him from the Dolphins, he was very solid. Roderick Kearney, a rookie. Jason Hines, 85, rated, 26 years old. Normal dev trade out of LSU. He is actually not looking too bad. Former New England Patriot. Center Eric McCoy, 29-93. Deshaun Woods. Let's take a look at Eric McCoy. Stats and contracts. Long-time New Orleans player. And only 2 more years on his contract. He will be 31 then. That is good for us. Cesar Ruiz, 27.95 though, and Fairchild behind him. Right tackle Ryan Ramczyk, 32.97. This could be a fantastic player for us, unless he's got a super long-term deal, which he sadly has. So there we go. Defense, Mikael Williams, 22.85, Brett Carnegie. Carnegie, right edge is Yannick Ngakoue, 31.83. We've got Cam Colbert, a rookie behind him. Solid. Tyler Davis at D-tackle, Nick James and Ben Drake. West Virginia, Florida and Clemson products, especially Tyler Davis, looks pretty good. 25.90. A lot of strength, a lot of blocks, shedding. 99. Oh, he will be breaking through our lines. Left outside linebacker TRAVON Walker, run stopper, 25.99. And Marvin Jones, he's a former Jacksonville Jaguar, right? Yeah. Joining now here, strengthening the defense for the Saints. Middle linebacker Chris Barnes, former Packer, and Deontay Riley, tough duo. Raylan Wilson and Gabe Powers as the backups. Pete Werner, 28 and 92 overall at the right outside linebacker position. Dalvin Robinson, 23.68. Cornerback is Marshawn Lattimore, superstar depth trade, 30 and 98. Wow, that is looking extremely nice. And 2 more years on his deal. That is that. Paulson Adebo, Alontae Taylor, Darion Cash, Spencer Tolbert. Completing the room, I would say we have we have 1 elite cornerback. Then we've got 2 pretty good cornerbacks here, 91.89. At least 2 more backups, but still very solid. Tyrann Mathieu at the free safety position, 34.90. I think he was available as well. He's on a 1-year deal, so that works. Let's see if he's still available at the off-season. Conrad Hussey, 21.67. Strong safety Talanoa Hufanga, 26.84. And Smoke Bowie. There we go. The kicker is Ryan Stevenson. The punter is Tim Cunningham. And that is the fact base for our weekly strategy that we will have to formulate now. Jackson Dart, contain quarterback scramble. I did not expect that one. Pass rush, quarterback more accurate in pocket. All right, we'll just go for that. We're going to try and limit his scrambling abilities. We're going to go with the splits here, just to be on the safe side. Again, I'm more interested in just keeping everybody fit as compared to probably gathering a lot of experience points. I think the running inside is going to be something that we should take a look at. Alvin Kamara was very, very good. We're going to go half pads here because Laken Tomlinson and Zach Martin are tired. Alvin Kamara is tired as well. Need to rest those up a little bit. Splits, halfback is going to be the backups. So it's going to be split, 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 left guard backup, center backup, split and split. As you can see, the focus always is the fitness level, because older players tend to have more of a deduction from the fitness levels from tough games. We're gonna get an interception. I think we can go with that one. 24 points. Let's go a little bit higher, 25. I have nothing to spend those points on actually, so at some point in time that would be nice for Madden 24 as well, to sort of get something out of this that we could invest in. I don't know, like I don't know, training facilities or something like that. That would be pretty cool. Let's start training, guys. Training session has completed, and I'm just going to be scrolling through this. Put up a vote quite some time ago to ask you what you would like to see, and Myles Garrett has a dislocated shoulder. Damn it. That's going to hurt us. Alright, going to have to deal with it. And asked you guys if you wanted to see these results actually, or if you're not that interested, and it was 50-50. So I'm going to keep him in because it wasn't clear. I will ask this once more at a later point in time, because I would like to know what you're interested in here, right? We're just gonna have to adjust the depth chart. I think that makes sense. Alvin Kamara, if he's tired, I will be using James Conner. I did put Keenan Allen up here. I want to see how he can move, how he can play His agility is slightly higher. Tyler Boyd was very, very good, so don't get me wrong. I just want to see what happens. Clinchy, I think nothing has changed here for the most part. Kappa, Conklin, DeMarcus Lawrence taking over left edge. Who's right edge now? Derek Barnett is going to be playing here. We could go with Harrison Phillips, right? I'm going to leave it like this for the time being. Shaquille Barrett, right. Nothing else has changed, so that works for me actually. Not going to dwell too much on that. And no player upgrades this week. So we're just going to be heading into the game now against the New Orleans Saints. Caesars Superdome, home of the New Orleans Saints. I always had a feeling that that Caesars Superdome would fit more into Las Vegas, but whatever. Alvin Kamara had a great week last time around. And you can see I gave these Saints sort of a different jersey setup. This is a mixed bag out of the 2010 jersey that is golden, and then the golden pants from, I think it's the current away uniform, something like that. I think it really looks very cool. All golden with the golden helmet, and they do have the black socks, so it just looks like a real nice color rush variant. Really nice. I think this is pretty cool. Let me know what you think below. But I just had to go for something that really looks very different to our jersey on the field. And as you can see, we can really tell them apart quite well. We've got black, they've got black and white as well, so I had to go for something different. Next up, we're going to start with the halfback driver, Alvin Kamara. It's going to be powering into that defense. Let's see what we can get done here. Oh dear. Just saw the player coming from the left side. He had 4 yards on the first rush. 289 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns, 41 rushes. I am pretty excited to find out what his production will be on the season, because he is really a very, very good one. But we get stopped after only 1 more yard. That didn't go too well. Let's go to clear out. Defense, of course, is tough. It's a very tough defense, not to be underestimated. A play action wide receiver in. Let's go with this one here. Dallas Goedert, maybe Michael Thomas. There we go. Michael Thomas gets the ball here. He's stopped, of course, by number 29. He was following his run, but just worked well. The rush was on. Maybe a rash as well, but you better get that checked out. You know, there's maybe a cream or something you can put on that. But here we go. We're gonna go again. Alvin Kamara. Do we find a gap? Nope. Number 20, Pete Werner. There's really very tough players in that starting defensive section. Gonna go with this one. Play action, wide receiver corner. We've got Keenan Allen for the first time in the mix here. We've got Dallas. Oh my lord. Oh, can we get through? Oh, we can't. Dallas Goedert did well, man. Yannick Ngakoue picking up an injury here. And this was a prime example of what I mean with a team that is just so talented all around. Let me just show you that. Keep your eyes on Josh Allen here for a moment. So there we go, fake handoff, and immediately, because number 14, that is Cortland Sutton, starts towards the left-hand side here, as you can see. So he goes for this sort of curl thing here, but his opposing player is not blocked, so he can go straight for us. And we fake the handoff here, which is why he goes for a slight turn towards Kamara, but he figures it out pretty quickly, then comes toward Josh Allen. And this is a make or break moment. If this quarterback is not elite or very, very good, this will go wrong. It'll be an interception, it'll be a sack, it'll be whatever. Plus, if I don't get someone free, I only have, from this point of view, no wide receiver is free. Cortland Sutton might be an option, but I want to go with Dallas Goedert. So I have to move back and get that throw out. And that is out of a hit, and we get it to Dallas Goedert, who catches the ball and gets it under control. It's only possible because we have such a good quarterback and because we have such a good tight end that can pull that off. Okay. I mean, do we have something better? Quick slant. Probably an option here, right? Let's go to quick slant. Let's adjust. Go, 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 go. All right, off we go. Michael Thomas. Well done. Well done. I remember 2 wide receiver. Gets the ball here. Gets it under control. Gets the distance. And it just shows Mike Tomlin's why he's our wide receiver number 2. Very, very good. Josh Allen connecting. Let's go to Alvin Kamara this time. On a screen, we're moving back. Let's drag everybody and their moms our way. And is this going to be a touchdown? Yes, it is. Beautiful job, Alvin Kamara. Handling the pressure pretty well. 3 defenders coming for him. And he has this super hard spike. But there we go. Quick acceleration. 3 players. Tried to get him on the outside and he turns towards the inside. Great job, Alvin. Off we go. What can we do? Defense holds them. That is awesome. Even without one of our most important players, Myles Garrett, dislocated shoulder. Let's hope it's not too long of an out. Tyler Higbee. And we are in a position that we weren't in for quite a while. We had the salary cap to really go for these very, very good players. So we didn't have a problem here. And we just could really go for it. 3rd and 1. Halfback smash. So we're going to be attempting something like this. But inside zone split. Let's go. Left hand side run. Off we go. Come on. Oh dear. 4th and 1. Chris Barnes. One of the very solid mid linebackers here on this roster. Let's go the halfback dive. We're gonna try and bum rush us, which can be seen with the exclamation marks. But Alvin Kamara breaks through, gets that first down. Very important. And here we go. End of the first quarter. And we have the luxury of just sort of playing our game. Left hand side run. Can we break through there? You know, when I look at the tight end situation, I'm really extremely happy because I just know that we have players that can really make a difference. Dallas Goedert is so good, but also the backup tight ends are really very, very good. Jailbreak session. Let's go. Cortland Sutton. Ooh, almost picked. 3rd and goal, 8 yards. If we can get this, we are certainly going to be in a better spot. So speaking of spots, let's go with a Z spot here. Boot slide. Let's go to boot slide. I think Josh Allen can handle this one. Let's go. Keenan Allen catches the ball, number 13. That was very well done. Do get a picking up an injury here, and we hold them at the 9-yard line, guys. That is crazy, but crazy good. I think in the second half we will have to probably make some adjustments. Oh, a flag. That's a holding penalty, isn't it? Oh, that is bad. The 9-yard line, Laken Tomlinson, that is gonna... penalty is declined. 2nd and 11. Penalty is declined. That is interesting. That is interesting. Why would they not pick the penalty? I don't get it. I don't get it. Can we let it run down? Yeah, should just work out. There we go. 2-minute warning hits us. Gonna try and get away here with a slip screen. Gonna get Alvin Kamara working. Reduce those 11 yards as much as we can. And the coverage was so good. 3rd and 14, so we're stopped back. That is not making me too happy. Let's go with an ISO. Just means that we have to break through, right? Do I try something like this? Yeah, I have to get this done. There we go. Let's flip it, guys. Let's go and flip this one. Cortland Sutton. I want you over there. I want Tyler Higbee running at them. Mikael Williams for New Orleans picks up an injury. And we will have to punt this. That is not fantastic. Can I tell you that? Oh dear. There is no meter was there. Shibby. That was bad. Did you see that? There was no kick meter. Yeah, so they score. But only a field goal. I mean, that is actually pretty good. Cortland Sutton, Dallas Goddard. One of you two is going to be my receiver. Off we go. Smacked away. I'd like to see some more speed from my receivers. Michael Thomas, come on, man. Try to work away here, but we do push up to the 25. There is a flag. Holding. Guys, you're killing me. What are you doing? 2nd and 20. Have to go for a pass play now. That one didn't work. Let's go with this one here. Go. Excellent. Cortland Sutton. Gonna be putting Higbee on an alternate route, I think. Delay fade. There we go. Oof, hard hit on Cortland Sutton. 3rd and 20. We would have bridged the gap here. We are giving away our lead at the moment, and I'm not a big fan of that one. Not a big fan. What do we do? 24 seconds. So we have time to figure this one out. Let's go with this. Higbee or Sutton. Out of reach. And another punt. Josh Allen going down a little bit. Now you can see the meter. Didn't have it before. That sucked. Majorly. Oof. Luckily I didn't go in for the tackle. 38-yard line. That's where they're going to pick it up with a minute to go. Nothing happens. Whatever that was, man. We're not playing good quality football right now. I'm being a little bit too aggressive, I think. Let's go for some more safer plays. Let's go. Jesus, man. Hard hit. Dallas Goddard goes for it. Gets hit and drops the ball immediately. 14 and 3. Tell you something. Let's start that clock. Don't want to spend ages in the first quarter. Oh, that was beautiful. Well done, Alvin. Tried to escape towards the right-hand side, but that didn't play out as well. Never mind. Dallas Goddard, Keenan Allen. I don't know what that really was. I don't even know what that was. 94 will. Alvin Kamara. Left hand side. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, for frick's sake, man. Breaking through very quickly here. That was Riley. And we stopped them again. Alright, that is interesting. 60-yard field goal, Matt Gay. This is super unlikely that we're going to get this. And it falls short. There we go. 66 yards. That was a long first half, right? And they only get another field goal. What is going on with Jackson Dart? He's a good quarterback. But those wide receivers aren't that great, I have to say. The defense certainly tougher on this opposing Saints team here. Let's go this Y stake, left hand side. The good thing is that Josh Allen is a pretty tough quarterback, which means that he can also, take hits. When I think of Tua at the beginning of the Dolphins franchise, it was horrible. 3rd and inches, 1st and 10, right. 12 rushes, 30 yards. I think this speaks volumes. Not getting a lot of ground covered with the running. Oh my lord. I have to go for this super quick bullet pass here. That didn't work too well. So Alvin Kamara, left hand side run here. Let's try breakthrough through the lines. Zach Martin with an injury. Our starting center. 14 and 6. Let's go this one here. Dallas Goedert. Cortland Sutton also an option. As is Alvin Kamara. There we go. That was good. At 8 and 16, only 50% completion rate today for Josh Allen. The teams are really getting better and better, and that is the main difference that I really like in terms of Madden compared to FIFA, because you just you really have to play very competitively here. Teams improve so much in the off season because players improve, and it's not only the players and their attributes, it's also how their playbooks work. All right, Pete Warner. One was stiff arm, the second one that wasn't possible anymore. See, number 20, we get rid of him, but number 49 just really grappling with us. Let's go, double slants. Thomas, Sutton, and Allen. Beautiful safe catch here by our wide receiver, Michael Thomas, number 12. I could wait for the end of his slant route to complete. The other slants were picked up. There was no chance to go for those. Quick analysis. Again, on the slants, this here is a sweet spot, something around here. And if you take a look at the wide receivers starting right now, the mid linebackers are staying. Number 20, 36, just standing there waiting. The moving defenders are following along number 29 here, so you can see there is no gap to throw the ball to. First it's the mid linebackers, and then it's the corners that are just following along, and the safeties as well. So the only chance, and Keenan Allen and Cortland Sutton over here, this would have been a possibility, of course, but I wasn't sure if I would get there. But over here, as soon as I saw Michael Thomas move past this player, I knew that I could go for it. And there we go. Beautiful catch here by Michael Thomas. Well done, man. Very well done. Let's just go like this here. Let's rewind a little bit. And I think it's a beautiful top-down view that you were all waiting to see, right? So Josh Allen and Kamara, who will be going for a run once more in this third quarter. He is stopped emphatically. This is a very tough game for running backs. He's still looking fit, so that is positive. Even if he has had to really take a lot of hits. Michael Thomas, wide receiver number 2. Tried to throw, tried to adjust. Couldn't really do that. Jones Jr. gets that hit on us. 3rd and 19. So we're going to try and go for one of those daggers. I think dagger is a good one at the beginning of the 4th quarter. And is this going to be the game decider? I'm not sure, but I wouldn't really put it past anyone to. So the conversion rate's not really that great, but we're going to keep focusing this here. I'm going to go for the short pass. There was no scrambling happening. There we go, verticals. Goddard, Sutton. There we go. Here's a snap. Oh, late breakup for Cortland Sutton. 45-yard field goal. Matt Gay. Let's go, man. Show us that you're worth it. And Matt Gay puts it between the sticks. Good kick. Held by Dak Prescott. Very expensive ball holder. And there we go. Now they convert 17 and 9. The momentum is shifting in their direction. We have to work on putting it down again because they can now read our primary receiver routes. Don't want to have that, of course. A lot of stiff arming, only 2 yards here, and today is really a very, very hard game for Alvin Kamara here. 2nd and 8. We're going to pick a slant route. Keenan Allen, maybe Goddard. Let's go with Goddard and let's put him on an out. So Allen or Goddard. There we go. 3rd and 2. Well done. Josh Allen, not the best game today for him, but overall he is proving that having quality at the quarterback position makes a world of a difference. And here we go. Next up, Alvin Kamara picking up a 1st down without a lot of effort. 59 yards, 18 rushes. Very, very hard game today here. Let's go with an ISO. Slightly towards the left. I'm going to go with something like the X slant. But we're going to be putting him again on and out. Because Sutton might be covered. Oh my freaking hell. That was a bad throw actually. Mountain zone weak. 2nd and 10. Left hand side run. Tyler Higbee gonna be in motion. Layering some way. And we are swarmed here. 3rd and 9. They call a timeout because they know that they can get something out of this. It's a very good defense. Really is a very, very good defense. Going on the X slant. Let's go for this. Quick adjustment. Cortland Sutton. Gonna be the one that I want to get. And there we go. Beautiful laser pass to Cortland Sutton. Of course they call a timeout. 1:48. And this team of veterans is really showing a lot of composure, a lot of calmness on the throws. Michael Thomas or Cortland Sutton, the 2 players that we're going to be looking. Oh, that is inaccurate by Josh Allen. 50% completion rate today. Really bad for a player of his qualities. Let's go here. A hard hit. The first hit usually is something that we can complete. But after that, things get messy quickly once we lose momentum on the move. Alright, let's go. We're going to put Sutton on a slant over there. Everything else is to my liking. Oh dear. Ooh, Goddard, man. That was fantastic. 2 broken tackles. Let's go for a first down celebration here with Dallas Goedert. 155 yards today. It is a tough game. It's really, you can see the numbers. It is, coverage is good. Tackles are hard. Pressure is high. We're going to keep the clock running now. I'm going to try pushing back. They can't see our primary routes anymore, which is good for us, I reckon. 67 yards. That is actually a very, very bad result of a player, for a player of his standing. An RPA power peak. Let's go. Oh, god damn it. What is the flag? Oh, we're gonna take that one, of course. Pete Werner. Oh no, Dallas Goedert injured. Oh, that is not good. Dallas Goedert. Alright, we're gonna substitute him. Tyler Higbee, come on. Come on, man. Blunt dive, left hand side. Let's push this one in, shall we? And off we go. Adjustments made. And we are sort of pushed backwards into the end zone. Wouldn't really say that this was the intention that Kamara started out with, but of course it was the end result that counted. A hard hit puts him into the end zone, as you can see here. Probably would have been held without the tackle on him. And there we go. The game is over. We decide this one in our favor. 23 for the Crusaders, and 24 for the Crusaders, and 9 for the Saints. Josh Allen shows Jackson Dart how it's done. Quite clearly, the young quarterback still has a lot to learn. He's got a high ceiling, but a lot ahead of him. Completion rates were horrible. The yardage almost the same. Attempts almost the same. Completions almost the same. But the rating's still better for Josh Allen because we have 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions only for Jackson Dart. I think this is what stopped them pretty much. On the rushing side, it was very hard for us. Only 3 yards per carry on average. That is super low. 22 attempts and 68 yards only. It's not a lot. On the receiving side, Michael Thomas 61, Dallas Goedert 55. And then nothing for a long time. Alvin Kamara, Cortland Sutton, Keenan Allen did quite well, I have to say. Did allow a few sacks on there. And Adrian Amos with the solo tackle crown. 12 tackles total for Chris Barnes. Yeesh. Tackles for loss, quite a few. Sack leader DeForest Buckner. Marvin Jones Jr. got one. DJ Reader. Derek Barnett. Devondre Campbell. DeMarcus Lawrence. And Quandre Diggs chipping in here. 1 interception for Jalen Ramsey and 1 for our strong safety, Adrian Amos. Well done, guys. Alright guys, with that we have won the game against the New Orleans Saints. It was tough. It wasn't an easy game by any means. The 89 on their defense is really more of a very balanced median. When you take a look at us, we've got a 92, but we've got a few very highly rated players that really drag this up. And we've got the linebacking crew that is almost all 80s. And they have way higher rated players on a median, between 85 and 90. So no crazy spikes, but also a more balanced team. Zach Martin, our starting center, is out with a broken thumb for 4 weeks. Oh, that is bad. Myles Garrett, a dislocated shoulder for 1 week. Should be back next week. But you can see 2 majorly important players missing from the Crusaders. And that will pose a problem here, of course. I'm gonna have to see how we stack up next week. We will solve this. There is not a problem actually, but this is also something that hits us in this franchise series. Older players tend to get injured quicker, more easy, tend to get tired quicker, more easy, and so on. So that is something that I really enjoy here, the volatility, the unpredictability. That is just a part of this franchise series. Hope you're enjoying it as well. If you are, drop me a like, let me know what you think. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here. Very, very much appreciated. And hope to see you next time.